Today we're talking about mites and what's happened over the last season in orchards for mites. There's quite a lot of orchards now that have got getting to the end of the season and wondering whether or not they should have been spraying or not, but also potentially why they've actually got the mite problems that they have. So there's a few things. One is the choice of chemicals. So a lot of people are spraying for pests other than mites, and some of the selection of their chemicals is creating a problem either by allowing mite flare, which is an increase in fecundity, if you like, of the mites, but also because they're killing off their beneficial insects and predators. So the chemical choice is a really important thing. And the other bit is to look at how we actually monitor the mite populations so that we can stop them from getting out of hand. In the past, people have used counts of the number of mites per leaf, and that's really labour intensive, and it's basically a real pain to do. There's a good way of doing it where you just use the percentage leaves that are infested, and then you can also take that one step further to a thing that we call Cumulative Leaf Infested Days. I'm just going to draw on the board here what I mean by the Cumulative Leaf Infested Days. So we make this time and we make this Cumulative Leaf Infested Days. Basically what you're doing is you're taking the percentage of leaves that are infested on day one and the percentage of leaves that are infested the next time you go out and sample. You average that and multiply by the number of days between your samples, and then you just add that through the season. So what you end up with is a line that sort of goes like this, and as the season progresses and it gets warmer, the gradient increases. And there's a threshold that we know for the different species. So let's say we're talking Williams pears, we might have a line through here. So that's your threshold. And you don't want to go above that for the season. So if we're down here and the weather is starting to come up, the weather's going to get warm, there's a good chance that's just going to go straight up in here in the next few days. So in that case, you might want to spray. So you put your spray on, that suddenly drops off for a while, starts to come back up again. You might put another spray on there if you need it. The idea is to stop going past that mark. This curve automatically takes into account what's happening from the point of view of predatory mites and other things that are actually controlling your mites. So you don't have to be too worried, because this will taper off. If you've got really good predators, it might end up like that. By the time you get here, you're still under your threshold, you've harvested your crop, you've got no problems. So there's some information on this on the website. You can actually check how to do this. It's quite an easy process, and especially with computers these days, it's dead easy to do. I find it a really good way to actually do your mite monitoring.